Welcome back to the Capital Breakdown, your go-to spot for unlocking money mysteries without the jargon. Today, we're diving into a game changer for your financial future, retirement accounts. We're talking 401ks, IRAs, and Roth accounts. Quick question, are you leaving free retirement money on the table without knowing it? If you're fuzzy on how these work or why they matter, you're in the right place. We'll break down the basics, tax perks, explanation, and capital breakdown, and the real power behind these tools. No hype, no get-rich-quick talk, just solid info to help you make smarter moves at any stage. By the end, you'll see how these accounts can be the foundation of your retirement plan, plus some practical tips to get started or optimize what you have. Let's jump in. First, what's a 401k? Think of it as a special savings account your employer offers, a workplace perk to help you save for retirement. The magic? Tax advantages. Usually, your contributions come out pre-tax, lowering your taxable income today. Then your money grows tax-deferred, meaning you don't pay taxes on gains until retirement withdrawals. Employers often sweeten the deal with matching contributions. That's free money added based on what you put in. Imagine it like a bonus round in a video game. You put in effort, and your employer adds extra points. For instance, contribute $5,000 and your employer matches 50%. That's an instant $2,500 boost. Remember, there are yearly contribution limits and penalties for early withdrawals. This is a long game designed to help you build wealth steadily. Now, let's contrast that with an IRA, individual retirement account. This is one you open yourself, not through work. There are two main types, traditional and Roth. Traditional IRAs work like a 401k. Contributions might be tax-deductible, and earnings grow tax-deferred. But some can't deduct contributions depending on income and if they have a 401k at work. Roth IRAs flip it. Contributions come from after-tax dollars, so no immediate tax break. The big win? Qualified withdrawals, including growth, are totally tax-free. Imagine planting a tree after paying taxes up front, then harvesting fruit with no strings attached. Both have annual limits and rules on withdrawals, so knowing details pays off. If you're young and expect your income to rise, a Roth IRA can be powerful since you lock in today's tax rates. Let's zoom in on those tax advantages, the real engine here. The government offers these perks to encourage long-term saving. With traditional 401ks or IRAs, you delay paying taxes on money and earnings until retirement, when many expect to be in a lower tax bracket. It's like deferring a bill until it might cost less. Roth accounts make you pay taxes up front, then your investments grow and come out tax-free. This is powerful if you expect high taxes or income later. Think of it like choosing between paying for a gym membership now or getting a free lifetime pass later. Neither is universally better. It depends on your situation. For example, if you expect higher income in retirement due to pensions or other sources, paying taxes now with a Roth can save money long-term. A big question, what if you take money out early? Usually, it's not great. Both 401ks and IRAs charge about a 10% penalty plus regular income tax if you withdraw for $59.5. It's the government's way of discouraging early spending since these accounts are for retirement. But there are exceptions, like buying a first home, certain medical expenses, or disability. For example, in a traditional IRA, you can withdraw up to $10,000 penalty-free for a first-time home purchase. Some exceptions avoid penalties, but not income tax. Think of these accounts like locked piggy banks you can break only under special rules. Knowing these rules helps avoid costly surprises and keeps your retirement plan intact. Breaking into savings early without understanding can cost you a chunk of your money, like losing points in a game you wanted to win. Now, how to decide which account fits you best? If your employer offers a 401k, it usually makes sense to contribute enough to get the full match. That's free money. Beyond that, or if you don't have a 401k, IRAs are great for extra saving. Traditional IRAs appeal if you want a tax break now, while Roth IRAs favor tax-free withdrawals later. But income limits affect eligibility, especially for Roths. For example, in 2024, singles earning over about $153,000 can't contribute directly to a Roth IRA. Doing some homework on your tax bracket, income, and goals helps you craft a strategy that fits your path. Some use a backdoor Roth, contributing to a traditional IRA, then converting to Roth, but that's a deeper dive for another time. Let's talk investments inside these accounts. The container is just the start. What you put inside drives growth. Most 401ks and IRAs let you pick mutual funds, ETFs, bonds, or sometimes stocks. Diversification is key. Think of building a balanced team in a game. You want offense, defense, and support to handle different challenges. Stocks offer growth potential but can be volatile. Bonds tend to be steadier but usually yield less. A common rule: hold bonds equal to your age. So if you're 40% bonds and 60% stocks, reducing risk as retirement nears. Many people choose broad market index funds, spreading money across hundreds or thousands of companies, lowering risk from any single company's drop. Remember, investing carries risk, and past gains don't guarantee future results. Here's a quick heads up on risk. Retirement accounts encourage long-term investing, but they're not risk-free. Having all your eggs in one basket, like one stock or sector, can cause big swings. It's like betting all your chips on one number in roulette, risky and unpredictable. Using leverage, options, or margin in these accounts is rare and risky. The goal is steady growth over decades, so keep your investments diversified and matched to your risk tolerance and timeline. Market ups and downs are normal. Think of waves in the ocean. Riding them out beats panic selling. The Capital Breakdown is here to help you understand these cycles, so you feel confident managing your money through the market's waves. Let's get practical with examples of how these accounts work together. Meet Sarah, 30, just started a job with a 401k match. She contributes enough to get the full employer match. That's like a guaranteed 50% return on that portion. Tough to beat. She also opens a Roth IRA to capture tax-free growth since she expects her income to rise. Over time, Sarah's 401k grows tax-deferred and her Roth grows tax-free, giving her a diversified tax strategy in retirement. Combining accounts means not just saving more, but optimizing when and how she pays taxes. If she keeps this up for 30 years, her money can compound significantly, benefiting from tax perks and diversified growth. This approach can be tailored to your goals, income, and risk comfort. What about someone close to retirement? Meet Mike, 55, with a traditional IRA and 401k from past jobs. His focus shifts to managing withdrawals and taxes. He might convert some traditional IRA funds to Roth to spread out tax liability, called a Roth conversion. This makes sense if you expect higher taxes later or want to leave a tax-free inheritance. But it triggers a tax bill up front. For example, converting $20,000 means paying income tax on that amount this year, but then money grows tax-free. Mike also balances withdrawals to avoid bumping into a higher tax bracket, keeping taxable income steady. This shows retirement accounts aren't just for saving. They're tools for managing income, taxes, and legacy. Again, talking with a qualified financial pro is key here. Let's cover contribution limits and catch-up contributions, key to maximizing savings. In 2024, the 401k limit is $23,000 if you're under 50. And if you're 50 or older, you get a $7,500 catch-up boost. IRAs have a $6,500 limit, plus a $1,000 catch-up for 50 plus. These limits change, so stay updated. Catch-up contributions are like hitting the gas pedal harder in the last lap. Great if you started late or want to boost your nest egg near retirement. For example, at 52, maxing out 401k plus catch-up means $30,500 a year, a serious boost. But going over limits can cause penalties, so tracking contributions carefully is crucial. Using apps or spreadsheets to monitor helps avoid headaches later. Okay, practical next steps after today's episode. First, if you have a 401k, find out if your employer offers a match and what the limits are. Even small amounts add up thanks to compound growth and tax benefits. Say $50 a week can grow into a sizable nest egg over decades. Second, consider opening an IRA, traditional or Roth, depending on your tax situation. Online platforms make it easy with low minimums and tools to help pick investments fitting your risk level. Third, review your investment choices. Are you diversified? Do your investments fit your timeline and risk tolerance? Checking your portfolio once or twice a year keeps you on track. Finally, set a calendar reminder to review contributions and performance yearly. Remember, this is education only, so consider chatting with a qualified advisor for a plan tailored to you. To close, retirement accounts like 401ks, IRAs, and Roths aren't magic bullets, but powerful tools when used thoughtfully. They reward patience, consistency, and smart tax planning. Think of them as your financial toolbox for the long haul, designed to help build a secure future. Like learning to cook or play an instrument, it takes time and practice, but the payoff can be huge. The Capital Breakdown is here to demystify the process and keep you moving forward confidently. Keep learning, stay curious, and take control of your money on your terms. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, keep breaking down those capitals. Thanks for watching the Capital Breakdown. Remember, this is education, not personal investment advice.